Hello.
Can't believe
I spilled drink on my shirt.
he's done
Again.
that. Again?
Yeah.
What, you mean like right now?
Just now. Again.
So, Team Liquid versus Complexity.
16-3.
That's your prediction?
Yeah.
So, is that a pistol round for Complexity?
Don't know. It's three
And
rounds.
then utter failure?
It's just 3 rounds. I don't know when, or where, or how, or why.
16-3 is your prediction. Okay. I don't remember the last time. I think in the studio 2 studios ago, when we had the black table, I think we used to predict scores a lot more back then. I think I would predict scores as well. And then predictions just became, you know, they were too trendy. It's like you know, Avril Lavigne goes mainstream, then all her old school fans are like they're too cool to follow her anymore. Which is not me. I know like one song, but I mean the point is, I mean I think she suffered from that. I don't know why I'm talking about Avril Lavigne.
I just prefer win conditions as opposed to actual predictions, because whenever you try to make a prediction, it generally depends on so many things, like which side does the team start on. You know, do they get good economy to start the map off with? You know, all these different things change the outcomes of the match, and there's just things that you can't really know right at the start with your predictions. So, winning conditions is better. So Liquid on the CT starts, and Complexity they wait.
Oh look, Alicia's made his name Leet Speak with a 1 instead of an I. 1 down, 1 up, 1 down.
Yesterday, Complexity played really fast in most maps. On Dust 2 and Train, they tend to push really quickly. This is a little bit slower, but it's just coming down to the headshots so far. Who's going to win the headshots? It's going to be Liquid so far.
You see JDM's head fly back. Surreal could still do this.
Whiplash. Liplash.
Liplash? Not going to ask. Surreal could still do this. Hiko is the main man to kill, which is probably why he's the main man who's peeking. But the trade frag situation will be good as well. Surreal, you have 35 seconds, my friend. He's not actually my friend. I don't even know what his name is. Never met him. And now you've got 27 seconds. There we go. Pimps down. 20 seconds. You do not want these people to run around a train chasing you. Double peak coming in. You're too far away. Go on, go up the ladder. Go up the ladder. Go up the ladder. And you can jump on the train. Oh, man, that was the play. That was a GG play. Spot JDM. Oh, that's a nice shot. That's a nice shot. Eco. Oh, my God, he's alive. They're both alive. Oh, what a...
What's happening right now?
He's clutched it. Oh, he's clutched it.
Oh, man. Oh, my days.
That's a bad miss.
So, James, the match is paused because everyone's about to lag out of the server.
Everyone?
Actually, no, just Complexity.
Oh, that's fine.
Just all of Complexity. Well, you still need them to play the match, so it's not that fine, James.
Sometimes it's just a day of disaster.
We started with an hour delay, because, and then the match, one of the matches, the site matches, went to an overtime to further delay everything. I'm surprised actually that none of the teams really have complained too much about that. That's pretty cool that that's worked out at least. But
how does everybody have 120-ish ping?
I think they're all at LAN. I think they're all at LAN. Northern Arena? Oh, they're all playing from the hotel at Northern Arena.
Oh, this is good. Someone's on the porno.
Maybe Thorin's there uploading a video.
Sharing a hotel building with DDK and Thorin. Mixture of YouTube uploads, torrenting, and presumably copious amounts of porn means that you can't really get anything done. Trying to play a game of CSGO. Well,
ooh. There you go. JDM starts things off, wrapping it around the back with the pistol. And this could be a pretty savage round for Complexity if they're not able to kill, well, win the rounds, but at the very least kill everyone. like, you know, 3 or 4 4 players hopefully, because you don't want them. You don't want Liquid to pick up guns. Oh man, I think how many guns are they gonna pick up? Ooh, an AK, UMP, Galil. Okay, that's bad. That's pretty bad. That's a big value swing for Liquids. They're gonna have massive bank because of this. You should never play Counter-Strike on a hotel Wi-Fi, James. You should never game on Wi-Fi.
But I want to play. Well, I mean, there's that. There's playing on a 15-inch screen. There's lots of issues with my hotel setup in general. Although now I'm the highest level of member with that particular chain of hotels.
But I presume that
I get premium internet for free now.
I presume that they're not on Wi-Fi though. That they were actually on, like, they're cabled up with some Cat 5. But I'd hope that that's the case at least.
Elige has had quite enough of this dilly-dallying, and therefore he will kill most of the players with an assist from Nitro. Can Ape plant the bomb? That is the question. Just about. Hiko will allow the bomb plant to get himself his 1018th kill with his blue knife, because he's got a red one on the other side. That's good going, Hiko. Let me know when you have 6,000 kills, which is where my knife is at the moment.
Why? What will happen then?
He knifed Ape as he planted the bomb. After he planted the bomb, to be exact. So we have pistols and grenades from the complexity side. So they've got one of the 3 rounds you're expecting from them, Dan. Could this be the second?
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. They're very heavily outgunned. They've got no armor to speak of. They might get the bomb down, considering there's no one in position to deny that. But beyond that, they should not be able to do too well against JDM. He's got an MP9, James, and they don't have helmets. Ooh, Sorioli's doing some work.
Literally 5 people died in maybe 2 seconds. Ape tries to play the patient game, but it was not to be on this occasion. But considering they had, I mean, their light investment, they've done a very good job in this round. Plant and 3 people dead.
Yeah, that's typically a good result, but they have to be able to convert up onto Surreal. So you would imagine that the pick game is where they'll start. Surreal has 6 kills. The rest of the team 1-1-1 and Def on 0 so far. So they've not been having too much fun. It is early days. But yeah, you'd imagine with the AWP there that they'll try for the picking game first. Oh, Surreal goes really deep there. That's a really really risky play.
We saw something like that from Hen 1 as well, and it had equal success.
Yeah, I think it's not perhaps like if you can get out to that spot, kind of feels like you want to go left instead of right because you get more cover to work with. And usually if you can get to that spot with being unseen, it's kind of amazing like how deep you can go on the left side, and you have the ability to always fall back if it gets bad. Olafmeister typically made that pretty famous. And Android is going to be remedying the situation. Oh wow!
It was not a good peak, unfortunately, for Elige. Unbeknownst to him, he would fall to his doom. Oh, the 2-man spray down, the continuation spray, respect it. But now it's JDM on his own. This could be the second round for Complexity. The bomb is getting planted on default. Def's on high ground. JDM's coming in from the back. And surely they will never see him emerging. Oh no, that's a bad miss. That's a bad miss. So leave him on 20 HP. There's 2 Molotovs in play for the T side. Oh, he sees ahead. He sees ahead. He does not have Molotov of his own, but he has a flashbang. That is the GGs. That is thank you, goodbye. I don't think he's got the HP to survive this. Actually, I think he does. Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's good. Android will survive as well. Round 2 for Complexity.
Yeah, but there's still loads of cash on Liquid, and JDM is going to save that AWP. It is interesting. Like if you look at how passive Liquid are playing that setup, that's incredibly passive, and they had no one who was able to really spot any presence, pushing through T main. So I wonder why that is, because you don't often see a setup that's that passive. You usually have a guy where JDM is at the very least, who's able to look towards anyone who's pushing those positions. For example, if you watch Fallen play in the A bomb site with an AWP, he's usually going to be there. He can support Ali. He can turn his attention towards both T main and also Pop Dog. So strange that they had no tabs on that, but Aisa has the bomb.
People are going to get roasted. There it is. The roast is real. The brisket is out. Pull up a chair. That bomb needs to be rescued. Def admiring the smoke. Does not have a hazmat suit on. It could be dangerous. JDM has an angle. Oh, Def with a lovely shoulder peek there. JDM knew nothing about it. There goes Elijah as well, but not before he takes the reel down. So now it's a 2 versus 2. Hiko positioning himself. He has a read that maybe they'll go up the ladder towards the B-bomb site, but they're not moving just yet. Def going down now, and maybe he wants to go back. I don't know. Android is making his way towards the B-bomb site. With the AWP, this is winnable. He's going for a default plant, half exposed to connector, which is very curious. Don't know that that was the best plant in the world. Even though he's on site now. This is a good angle to hold for the time being. No angle is perfect in a 1 versus 2. Spotted by Pimp with his ladder play. And indeed, it will be Pimp. He'll be the Ninja Warrior for today. I don't know why he would plant. I mean, that plant was terrible. I have to be honest. That was a really bad plant. If someone's in connector, he's dead.
If you agree with James, or if you disagree with James, tweet him.
Yeah, if you disagree with me, send me a tweet. My tweet is at James Bardolph. Make sure you put the @ sign there,
and put
because that's how you tweet.
Of the plant you wanted to see.
The what?
And put a picture of a plant that you thought would be better.
There we go, yeah. Let's do that. People have been sending me pictures of their desks today. We had a conversation about desks earlier, didn't we?
I liked the guy with the blue LEDs or whatever, like the blue glow. I don't know.
Oh, the one who said his desk was lit, and it was literally lit.
And it had like a massive screen in the middle of the tri-screen setup.
Yeah.
That was pretty baller, won't lie. A little bit jelly. Okay, so just a few pistols here for complexity. Not really much to be done except some damage. I mean, without smokes, you can't possibly ever hope to get the bomb down. So damage it is. Damage it won't be, though. There's no damage to be had. They all got shot in the face. And so it was. 5-2. Double AWP. And I hope that they play more aggressively in yard. And when I say aggressive, I mean more forward in their positioning. Doesn't mean that they have to push necessarily. Although it would be cool to see them take over with using 2 players, team main at some point. This might not be the point just yet, but it would be nice to see them prevent complexity from getting easy entry through the choke points. Or they could just go push with the MP9s.
Ooh, he cannot afford to go down here. Elige pushing up the ladder. That's not going to work out either. And that's not a good start for Liquid, unfortunately, for them. The bomb with 2 players in tow was headed towards Ivy, and now it rotates elsewhere. Pimp has come in to shut things down. Will that put a spanner in the works for complexity? I don't know if they were headed towards B, but Ape will go towards A now. We see JDM just creeping up. There's another one for him. AWP City looking for a nice snap, spots the bomb as well. That means that's going to cause Hiko to rotate. Lovely shot onto Surreal. JDM feeling himself at the moment. 3K for him. Hiko will finish off the last one. That last one from JDM was sublime.
And they're really building a lot of money at this point too, so they have a lot of security. So, I mean, that round we saw an aggressive play just because they kind of wanted to... It's kind of like a throwaway with the MP9s. Like, how can we throw these MP9s away? Like, justify buying something else, because you don't want to just waste them. So you can use them to make a play and be very economic with that in that sense. That's what they did. There is still 1 MP9 though, and that's not a good start for complexity. They immediately lose Ape, but that's okay. It's just a PT50 round anyway. But they've seen a lot of these rounds because their economy keeps getting ruined because they keep losing rounds.
Here they come. The gauntlet is being run. Hiko will be sacrificed. Pimp. Oh, that grenade. Do some damage. Not fatal though. That's fatal. The bomb plant attempt again. They go for exactly the same spot, and this time they manage to get it done. Def, last man standing, last man to fall. Round 7 for the Liquid side.
I mean, that would give them some extra cash, so they'll have a buy this, very strong buy this round, probably like 6k per player, maybe more. Where is it at?
Roughly 6k, 6,
Is that about it? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because they were on save and they got the bomb down. There's the 4th round loss, so they have a big buy in store. But the thing is that they were going to buy anyway. Liquid don't really seem to care. I mean, they're going to get the auto sniper on Hiko straight away. Hiko spent almost $11,000 in this round. Quite funny. But yeah, generally Liquid have very good economy, so they don't care that Complexity get good money.
JDM is unstoppable at the moment. Complexity charging in with mixed success. Well, those are 2 nice entries. Pimp playing around the site. Nice to see him AWPing from time to time. Very strong rifler as well. I'm very curious as to what happens with their coach position. Who gets the contract? Although there's no guarantee that they get like that level. It might be up to that level, but not guaranteed to be that level. Pimp's position is now known. Nitro should be okay. I don't think that Molotov will spread. That is quite the pop flash though. Ape with the pre-fire. He was heavily tagged himself. That was nicely done. Right then, 2 players left to find. Oh, Pimp very close to 5-7. Should do the trick here. It should do the trick. There it is. Bombs down. AWP and an auto. Doosh, 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 the base. It's like someone just like thudding a drum kit when that thing fires. It is nice.
It's kind of funny the round got to that point though. Like a lot of players for Liquid got isolated and killed there, and that was mostly because the first 2 entries were really clean. Uber did a very good job in that, and that definitely has created a spot where Complexity got loads of favorable and very tradable kills, more forwards, and the bomb down of course as well for the post plant, which made the round very winnable. But alas, it was not to be. It's quite sad as well. They got so close. But the auto sniper will continue. The double up will continue. That's really Liquid just having some fun at the moment.
Goodbye, Mr. Ant. Okay, never mind. Nitro, was he spotted there? The way it's from Cyril's positioning, one would think so. But from the grenades, one would think not. No, they're not looking for him. Otherwise, he would be very dead. He's been abandoned, Dan.
Yeah, they really sold that Nitro's not there. Like there's no one there. They have the smoke there as well, the defensive smoke that Nitro's in front of. So they should know that he's there. You can see that they won't. Who is the player that's
Android.
That's Android. He just did not peek at all there. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean he's got 5 HP, so I think he might have been scared of just insta dying to the spray.
Yeah, but your buddy's getting shot at. What are you gonna do? You can't just let your buddies get shot for free. What is this, James? This is what?
Operation Human Shield.
Gotta stick up for your dudes.
Cyril making his way to the site. Nice spray onto Elige there. But he is between an AWP and a Scar place. That doesn't really make sense. But I wanted to say it anyway. Pimping the pop dog at the moment. It's actually almost impossible for the bomb to go down, considering this crossfire. Hiko's not scoped in at the moment. Maybe he doesn't want to reveal his position, but he has now bish bash bosh and the thud of war. There we go. Peaks come from both sides, but the brazen plant is still coming in with 10 seconds. It's going to make it work. 1 player by E-Box. Pimp has a flashbang. Hiko goes down on the high ground, and Uber cannot shoot fast enough. Where is Surreal? That is the question. There is a Molotov. Oh dear. Come on, Pimp, get in there. Surreal has no choice. Oh, he shot the wrong way. It wasn't even going to make his way through the smoke.
He just couldn't see him. That's really weird. He makes the next shot though, so he's going to stay the round. But that first shot was really weird. Like it looked like Pimp just couldn't see him on his screen.
It's very hard to see through a Molotov.
But he was above the Molotov. He's standing on the train, so he should have had a much elevated position to see over. Maybe his brain just spazzed out. Sometimes it happens that you can't see someone in front of you. Sometimes they blend in. I think the model does blend into the bricks like behind it as well to an extent because they're similar color to the model of the tees.
It's possible, yeah. I remember there used to be a website called csnation.net. I mean, there were plenty of websites, where you could buy skins like big bright orange skins and so on. People, so you stand out against everything. I wasn't a fan myself. AWP's 4 days. JDM and Pimp have this site on lockdown at the moment. Angles being held around E-Box to smoke down. There goes another one. Complexity could do some more smoke perhaps because they are lambs to the slaughter at the moment. They are seals being clubbed on the beach.
And the thing as well is that Complexity know that Liquid are running AWP Auto Sniper because they've seen it for so many rounds now. Where are the smokes in front of the train? Like, if they just wall off the smokes and they get the plant down, the AWPs have to go into more unfavorable positions. Because the thing about, like you have certain positions where you can deny that plant in the smoke, and usually it's going to be a rifler. I mean, you can maybe hit there with the AWP, but it's probably less likely you're going to get that shot off. So you can probably get the bomb down with the smokes, all the smokes. Then it's really hard for the AWPs because they have to push. But instead, they kind of just ran out into the open again. So I would like to see them just adjust and just do a set piece onto the A site instead.
Will anybody peek Ape's angle? Perhaps not. Is that a hole in the defense? Ooh, Android just skating in from nowhere. At least on the low ground now. Where's the bomb going to go? Maybe they're playing on a rotation. It's working out for the T side. 2 players remain, although they have 2 AWPs, and there are 2 flashes on the T side. I do fear for them should they choose either direction, to be honest with you. Eco's over towards B at the moment, close to connector as well. Are they going to play the numbers game? No one's holding a flash out at the moment for Complexity. Oh, but there's a flank. There's a flank from Uber.
In before the clutch.
No way. Just no.
Oh, he's gonna... Man. Come on, Hiko. He could have tried, James. He could have tried to go for it. He's gonna wuss out. I can't believe it.
Their money... They've got 2 players on 7 to 8K. Looking at the spread of Complexity players, I'd be very surprised if he manages to save this. The plus side of these auto snipers, both T and CT, is that they're really good for no-scoping. They are quite reasonably accurate. If you're like on Dust 2 and you're near the barrels, kind of between long and between the sight and shorts, and somebody's on short, you can no-scope them with little issue.
Yeah, he was always going to die immediately if he tried to push there, but he would have earned my respect. So got to weigh those 2 up.
You don't respect Hiko? You have no respect for Hiko?
No, I was just saying you would earn respect.
I'm like a tabloid newspaper. Are you saying you hate Hiko? Is that what you're saying? So Hiko's going for the push with the auto sniper, of course. Getting that Molotov in there. It was actually Liquid back in the days of Adren, who used to have those double HEs up towards B for rush timings. That was always nice. Def has made his way in. Almost soon to make his way out. Down to 50 HP, hasn't seen a single soul.
This will be the first time they actually go to Hiko when he's had that auto sniper actually towards B. Oh, there's no smoke actually. He kind of needs the smoke, funnily enough, but they don't throw the smoke. But he still gets a kill with a nade. That's one of the reasons why the B bomb site can be really difficult, Because if the CTs have a lot of utility, it's so easy to nade onto the bomb train. And they're kind of pinned down at this point. Hiko's managed to play well and still be alive, despite not initially having good engagements. And look at the fact that Complexity can't position anywhere. They're just stuck with their back against the wall. It takes clutch shots here to do anything, and they can't get enough of them. And so it will be the round one by Liquid. And Hiko surviving with the auto sniper meant that they couldn't push the train yard. And that's what they needed to do there to have any hope.
Last round of the first half, and Hiko's going to be back on the auto sniper. How many AWPs are we going to see? We're going to see 3 AWPs on an auto sniper? I feel like we're not. Everybody upgrades their pistol apart from Elige, and he has $900 in the back. That's quite frankly abhorrent behavior, Elige. I'm not impressed. On the T side, they don't have the money to upgrade. Apart from Uber, who's got himself a P250, it looks like. Never forget to upgrade your pistols in the last round. I mean, it might be that he wants a USP. It is quite quiet and accurate, so why not? Android. Nice angle being held there, actually, by him. JDM unlucky in that situation. Obviously, the bait was there with the grenade, but he was holding a super tight angle.
And Liquid still effectively have 4 players in A, but they all, okay, they're all getting picked off though. So it looks like this round actually should go towards the Complexity side, and indeed Hiko will go down. And Hiko kind of showing you the reason there why the auto sniper, like, it has its pros and its cons. Sometimes it feels like the most godlike, ridiculous gun in the world, but in reality, unlike the AWP you can peek out, snap somebody, and peek back immediately. So you don't take, you know, you're more untradeable, and you're less likely to take damage if you connect that shot. But there Hiko, you know, he needs both shots. He didn't get the headshot, so you take damage. You're out there for a longer period of time. It's easier to trade you, essentially.
Hiko's a pretty competent AWPer as well, as any of you will know who watch his streams. So the pistol round is here. Liquid have 2 players with grenades, but they still have 5 Glocks, which is quite curious. Again, a P250 will give you almost double the one-shot range on a pistol round that a Glock would do. We'll see if it matters for the side.
So Complexity have already improved upon my prediction, which was 16-3. And they are likely to win this pistol round as well, with the things going this way. Hiko and Pimsol live for the clutch. They need all headshots here to pull this one off. Flanks coming in as well. Will be spotted and eliminated. So 5 rounds for Complexity.
There we go. Opportunity knocks. Complexity have in fact won both pistol rounds now.
Yeah, and they only have 5 rounds.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
Well, they did get, I think Liquid won the force buy on the first half.
Yep.
So there is that. They did actually win 2 buy rounds, or 3 buy rounds, actually. Or no, 2 buy rounds and 2 pistol rounds. Okay. My ability to count is somewhat hindered.
1 + 2, Dan, is
3.
There you go. See, you're still doing good. You're in there. You're in charge. You're large and in charge. Deagles, P250s on the Liquid side. Taking this one slow. Maybe just wanting to... You do wonder, right? Like, let's say someone on your opponent's side... This is a legit... I'm not even trolling, right? This is a serious question. Let's say like, you know that one of your opponents has ADHD, right? So you're like, let's just all sit and hold angles with these pistols and wait for him to get impatient and make a mistake.
It doesn't work if they're all taking ADHD medicine, James. Which, as we know, they probably are.
That's
if
fair
they have
enough.
ADHD in America,
Well,
they're taking their medicine.
Well, that shows you how much I know about ADHD. 5 rounds between these 2 sides, And honestly, I'm not taking the piss out of people. That was a serious question because, I mean, that could be a legitimate strategy. You know, if there's no medicine to be had.
I mean, regardless of some diagnosis of ADHD, some people have less patience than others.
That's true. Yeah.
So
yeah, just you know, ADHD is like completely aside. I don't even know if it's a patience thing or what. Maybe that's of no relevance whatsoever. Anyway, got trades coming in. Man advantage for the CTs. Ooh, that's not good. Not for Android X anyway. Ah, at least must be on the high run because it wasn't a penetration frag. So complexity may be broken once again. The Liquid is slowing down. Ape moving through connector. So the CTs have split up now. While the Mandem, aka Liquid in this occasion, are 4-man on road.
Or just going around the other way together. Basically, the best play, or one of the best possible plays. All the best possible plays from this point involve all 4 players sticking together. So, anyway, I mean that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean that's in my opinion. Like, in my opinion, I think it's if you are together and you approach the right choke points, then you should be able to trade any kills. I mean, they know that Complexity don't have the money for an AWP, so
they're running out of time. This is one of the weird timing issues. Is when you, especially when one person's on their own, like they have to go and retrieve the bomb. Then they'll spend loads of time quietly going to retrieve the bomb, and then they end up in a situation where they have to like run to the site to plant the bomb. And I think in a lot of those situations, there's sometimes more value in running to collect the bomb and then walking to the site to plant the bomb. From those specific situations I've seen, although obviously for Liquids, they 4 versus 2, less concerned than others. Why do we have an observer called Widowmaker? It's not like that's so random.
it's because it's Connor, it's Sliggy. He's switched from Hanzo main to Widowmaker main.
Well, he's pro Widowmaker now.
I wouldn't say he's probably not pro. He's just getting really into it. Role playing a bit probably.
Role playing.
I mean, you've seen
hopefully
him,
hopefully not in real life.
Have you seen those leggings he's wearing?
I've been playing Pro Junkrat recently, although I played Zarya and McCree today, so there we go.
Pro Junkrat it's not really a thing.
It is if I do it.
It's not. It's really not.
It is. 12-6 for Liquid. We have shortcomings in the buy from Complexity. Surreal is down to the Scout. Englando people everywhere will be happy to see Surreal with any kind of sniper on the Complexity side. Took long enough for it to happen.
Whoa. You can exploderize things on the alley area.
Kick off your HD TV from the stand.
Drag off your curtain rail from the wall.
I forgot the rest of the lyrics.
Flip up the mattress and search for the cash.
Shame on me. 1 minute. I haven't watched Countdown for ages. Have you?
No.
I don't watch TV. Hiko, JDM, and Pimp all in the main area, and here comes the charge. Android X is up there, and now he is dead. I mean, that was bound to happen eventually, and indeed it did. Ape around the site. No flashbang just yet. He is spotted. JDM, in fact, with the UMP. Always rare to see JDM get fragged with something that isn't a sniper rifle. Surreal, 40 HP in the back. Finds himself an enemy. Finds himself covered in blood. Right then, Complexity have no money. Liquid are 3 rounds away from victory. What do you do, Complexity? What do you do in this situation?
It's a hard question to answer. I don't have an answer for that one, to be honest. Obviously, you just try to hope for the best with the setup on the A-bomb site. There's lots of spots where you can kind of get good engagements where you can kind of isolate tees because of the kind of the length of the trains, and you can kind of peek, get some cool angles. There's lots of trains in amongst each other, of course, as you get a nice angle of all of the trains in about 2 seconds from both sides there. There's lots of options, to be honest. When you're force buying on this map, there's loads of options for the CTs. C7s and 5.7s are very effective, but they don't have any of those. They're full saving, so they're just gonna receive a full B push. And that's one of the best ways to handle this. Just like get into the B-bomb site straight away. You get the bomb down, and that means that you can't really get abused by the CTs hiding in any nooks and crannies, because if they want to win around, they have to go to the bomb. So that's one of the most basic and important mechanics behind winning anti-eco, anti-force buy type rounds. And 14-6 will be the scoreline. Complexity soon out of train, unless they have something to say for themselves right now. Because if they lose this round, they don't have any money. They have no money.
They got no helmets, which can make a difference if you get shot through a wall, for example. Maybe a difference between life and death. I haven't done the measurements though, the checking, testing, rather. Ooh, Ape running, that's just unfortunate. 3 kills at the same time, and there goes the 4th. So Def is over towards B, and he's like, okay, my team are dead.
Yeah, Def's not really in a winnable position. And, I mean, the best thing for him to do is actually save the gun, but I very much doubt Liquid are going to allow him to do that. And it's the one thing as well that he will realize. So he wants to be able to take a more forward position to get the first frag, and then start playing further and further back. Because that, in that sense, it slows down the oncoming tees, because they have to slow things down. They have to check more corners further away from you. So Def's doing a pretty good job here in save. He's actually going to accomplish the mission of saving. So that's really well played by Def, trying to get any edge that he can. I mean, there are some players perhaps that would be frustrated and just run in to like connector and try to get frags and then eventually die. But Def, you know, actually plays that properly, and he's going to carry his rifle into the next round. And of course, he'll also be able to drop one for a teammate. So Surreal's going to benefit, and that means they'll have more nades as well, and as well as an additional rifle.
JDM starts as he means to finish. Ape climbing around with this 5-7. And we wait to see what else happens. There goes Elige. He's had quite enough of this. So just mad dueling going on really at the moment. There goes Zuba. And JDM has absolutely no idea where Def is. Ooh, running out of bullets. Otherwise, maybe there was something to be done there. But no, it will be 16-6 in favor of Liquid. And honestly, I don't know if there's much to say about that game.
No, not really. I mean, this is the problem and the theme of some of the matches. When you see complexity against the top 6 teams, like in Optic, Liquid, Cloud9, SK, Immortals, and missing one. I don't know, that'll do. That's 5. When you see them against those top 5, top 6 teams, you see that they have an issue competing on skill in a kind of a big way. And it's not just that, there's a lot of other issues as well. So, I mean, they just got frankly kind of outplayed. And you can see Liquid taking it very easy early on the CT side, because Liquid aren't buying 2 ops and auto sniper against other top teams of their level.
Yeah.
They're not doing that.
Well, let's see what they buy on Dust 2. That's coming up after the break. We'll see you back here shortly.